finding a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes if that feels nice, or keeping the gaze soft. Begin to deepen the breath. Allowing the inhales to travel deep down into the belly, filling up the lungs and the back body. Feeling the ground supporting you. And letting go anything that has already happened in your day. And letting go any expectation of what's to come. Gently fluttering eyes open, or keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. We'll inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And then interlacing fingers here, reach the palms up, stretching out through the side body. And then drawing the palms down towards the earth, rounding through the spine. And then releasing the hands, let's sweep them up once again, opening the chest as the fingers rise, interlacing fingers, reach the palms up, and then draw them down, parallel towards the earth, rounding through the spine. We'll do that once again at your own pace, opening the arms up. Interlace the fingers, palms face up. And then on the exhale, rounding through the spine. Coming back to center, spine is nice and tall. We'll inhale, reach that right arm up, bending the right elbow. The hand traces down the spine. You can use your opposite hand to encourage the elbow and hand a little bit further. If you'd like, staying here or begin to arch over towards the left, stretching out the right side body. Rising up, let's switch sides. So reach both fingertips up, this time bending left arm, left elbow. So left hand traces down the spine, maybe the right hand supports that elbow. Staying here, or if you'd like, arching over to the right this time. Hug your belly button in towards the spine. On your next in-breath, rising up, let's reach both fingertips up, maybe wiggling fingers here. And then bending both elbows this time, clasping opposite elbows. And reach the elbows up towards the sky and draw your shoulder blades down the back. Couple breaths here. Releasing the arms. Let's take fingertips down towards the earth. We'll tent fingertips on either side of the hips. And then just gently drawing right ear towards right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck. You can play around with the chin here, bringing it closer towards the shoulder and then moving it away. Feeling how that changes the stretch. Keeping the jaw soft. Gently rising back up to center. Let's take it over to the other side. And once again, moving slowly with the chin. Pulling it towards the shoulder and then gently away. Rising back up to center. Let's come into tabletop position. Toes can be tucked or untucked here. Shoulders stacked over wrists. Hips are stacked over knees. We'll take a few cat-cows. So on the in-breath, dropping the belly down as the gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, push the floor away as you round through the spine. Gaze can fall down to your belly. Inhale, arching the spine, look up. Exhale, round through the spine. Let's do one more round here. And then coming back to tabletop, let's walk the hands forward slightly, untucking toes, finding child's pose. So drawing the hips down towards the heels, arms are outstretched in front of you, forehead releases towards the earth. So this is a posture you can come into at any point throughout practice today, finding rest if you need it. On your next inhale, let's draw the hips up towards the sky as we tuck our toes, taking our first downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out the feet here, bending one knee at a time. And then straightening as you bend the other. Really rooting the hands into the earth. And then finding stillness for a breath, reaching the sit bones up. We'll gently walk the feet towards the top of the mat, coming into standing forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. Knees can be bent, working towards straight. Maybe clasping opposite elbows here, allowing the elbows and the arms to hang heavy. Really pressing into the outer edges of the feet, engaging the legs. On your next inhale, releasing the arms down, we'll gently roll up to stand, stacking bone on bone. Meeting in Tadasana Mountain Pose, we can gather our hands together at heart center. If you'd like to set an intention for class today, feel free to do so. On your next in-breath, we'll sweep the arms up towards the sky, clasping our left wrist with right hand. Reach the arms up towards the sky and then gently arching over towards the right, crescent moon. Hug your belly button in, tuck the low ribs in towards the spine. On your next inhale, rising up, releasing the hands, reach fingertips up. And then clasping right wrist with left hand, let's arch over towards the left. Send that right hip out towards the right as you hug your belly button in. Nice strong core. On your next inhale, rising up, reach the fingertips up. And then exhale, take the arms wide. Let's swan dive forward, coming back to standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Hands can come to shins or fingertips to the earth. Chest reaches forward. And then exhale, forward fold once again. On your next in-breath, step that right foot back. Low lunge, right knee lowers down towards the earth. Hug your belly button in, and then inhale. Let's reach the arms up towards the sky. We'll bend that right elbow once again, tracing right hand down the spine. Left hand can rest on the right elbow here. Inhale, reaching elbows up towards the sky, and then maybe arching over towards the left. On your next inhale, rising up, let's release that right hand down towards the earth. Picking up the back knee, coming into low lunge here. We're going to revolve, twisting the chest towards the left, reaching left fingertips up towards the sky. On your next exhale, planting left palm onto the earth. We'll step that left foot back, coming into plank pose. Option to take knees to the earth here, supported plank, or knees can be lifted up off the earth. Hug your belly button in, really push the floor away, engaging the arms, engaging the whole front body here for one full round of breath. And then exhale, slowly lowering all the way down. We'll untuck toes when we get there. Hands resting beneath shoulders here. Hug the shoulder blades together on your back. Inhale, we'll peel the chest up. Exhale, we'll pulse back down. So we'll do this twice more. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lowering down to the earth. Inhale, rising up once again. Let's hold here at the top for one round of breath. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, neck stays long. And then exhale, releasing down. Let's tuck toes, making our way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, step it forward, warrior one. So the back heel lowers down at a 45-degree angle, front knee is bent. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up towards the sky, hips are square to the front of the mat. Let's clasp opposite elbows here. Hugging belly button in, reaching elbows up towards the sky. Staying here or maybe finding a slight back bend. Arching through the upper spine, chest reaches up, neck stays long. On your exhale, let's release both hands down to the earth. And we'll step that back foot in, coming back to standing forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Once again, we'll slowly roll up the spine, stacking bone on bone. And then reaching the fingertips up, gathering hands at heart center, tapping back into the breath. On your next in-breath, sweep the arms up. Reach fingertips up towards the sky, this time clasping right wrist with left hand, reaching up and then over towards the left. On your in-breath, rising up, releasing the fingers up, and then we'll switch sides, clasping left wrist with right hand and arching over towards the right. Rising up on the inhale, releasing the fingertips up, and then taking the arms wide as we swan dive forward. Inhale, finding a flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to the earth. On the exhale, we release. Stepping left foot back this time, left knee lowers down, low lunge. Rooting down into the earth as we inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Bending left elbow this time, right hand can place on top of the elbow. And then reaching up through the arms, maybe arching over towards the right. On your next inhale, releasing the arms up, and then taking left hand down to the mat as we lift the back knee up off the earth and revolve the chest open towards the right, reaching right fingertips up towards the sky. On your next exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Let's step right foot back to meet left, plank pose. Option once again, take the knees down to the earth or keep them up. Imagine dragging your toes towards your wrists and feeling how that lights up the whole front body here. Let's take one strong round of breath. And then on your exhale, slowly lowering down. Untucking your toes when you get there, no rush. Hugging shoulder blades together on your back. And then inhale, peel the chest up. We'll hold for 3 breaths. Cobra pose. So plug the tops of all 10 toes down into the mat. Release any tension in the face. On your next exhale, releasing down. Let's allow the forehead to rest, maybe stacking our palms. Resting for a couple breaths here. And then sliding your hands beneath your shoulders. Let's push back up to downward facing dog, tucking toes, hips rise. On your next inhale, let's reach left leg, goes up. Stepping left foot forward, warrior 1. So front knee is bent, hips are squared to the front of the mat. And the back heel is down, angled inwards, 45 degrees. Let's clasp opposite elbows here if you'd like, if you have the space in your shoulders. And then reaching elbows up towards the sky. Hug your belly button in. And maybe here you find a slight back bend. Arching the upper spine. Really rooting the feet into the ground. Energy rising up and out. Coming back up, and then releasing the hands down. Let's step forward, coming into standing forward fold. And then when you're ready, once again, rolling up the spine, coming up to stand. Giving your shoulders a couple of rolls, drawing shoulders up towards the ears and back. And then switching directions, bringing the shoulders up and forward. Finding stillness once again. We'll take chair pose, so feet can stay hip width apart here, or you can heel toe your feet together so your big toes are touching. Whatever works for your body. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up as we sit deeply into the chair. Feel free to stay here, Or if you'd like, gathering hands together at heart center. We're going to twist towards the right, hooking the outer left elbow to the outer right knee. Keeping the hands in prayer position, drawing the chest open towards the right. Maybe from here you extend your wings, left fingertips find the earth, right fingertips reach up. On your next inhale, coming back to center, reach both arms up. Legs stay as they are if you can. Feel free to take a break whenever you need to. Then gathering hands together at heart center. Let's take it to the other side, hooking outer right elbow to the outer left knee, opening the chest towards the left. Maybe here you spread your wings, opening the arms, left fingertips reach up, right fingertips find the earth. From here, if you can, we're going to step that right foot back. Arms stay as they are in twisted lunge. If not, you can make your way into a lunge pose and find a twist. The left foot is forward, right foot is back. Rooting the feet down here. Let's keep legs as they are and then release the fingers. So right fingers face forward now, left fingertips face back. Hold here if you can. Strong roots coming down through the feet. And then inhale, we're going to spin the arms open wide, coming into warrior two. So bending deeply into the front knee, pivoting the back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Allowing your body to settle here. Maybe on the in-breath, you reach forward with the hand, the left hand, and then maybe on the exhale, you reach back with the right hand. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, forward one more time. Exhale, take it back. Coming back to center. Let's place left forearm on left thigh and reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Side angle pose. If you'd like, maybe taking that top arm towards the front of the mat, reaching through right fingertips, spinning the chest open towards the right. On your next exhale, planting both palms on either side of that front foot. From here, we're going to spring off the back foot. Coming up to standing splits. Keeping the torso parallel to the earth. Keeping that back leg parallel to the earth. And then bringing the right foot back to the ground, standing forward fold. It might feel nice to flutter at the lips here. Releasing any tension. Let's take the arms wide. Making our way up to stand. Reach the fingertips up overhead. Gathering hands together at heart center. From here, taking your hands to your low back, either fingertips facing down or fingertips facing up, whichever gives your wrists and elbows more space. We're going to draw the elbows in towards each other, really rooting the feet into the earth. You can have a slight bend to your knees if you'd like. Hug belly button in, and then begin to open the chest up towards the sky, finding a camel variation. Keep the neck nice and long. Keep the face nice and soft. Gently rising back up on your next in-breath, and just release the hands down by your side. Pausing here. We'll do second set, gathering hands together on the low back, either fingers facing up or down, and then bringing the elbows in towards each other. Hug your belly button in, and then begin to draw the chest up and gently arching the upper spine. On your next inhale, coming back up to stand, releasing the arms down by your side. Maybe closing the eyes here for a few breaths. Gently fluttering eyes open or keeping them closed, it's up to you. We'll take chair pose again, so either feet hip width apart or big toes touching. On the inhale, sweeping the arms up as we sit deeply into our chair. On your next exhale, if you can sit a little lower, rooting the feet into the earth. And then gathering hands together at heart center if you'd like. We'll twist towards the left first, hooking the outer right elbow to the outer left knee, opening the chest up towards the left. Maybe spreading your wings here, opening the arms, left fingertips reach up, right fingertips reach down. On your next inhale, chest comes forward. Once again, legs stay as they are. If you can, reach the fingertips up. And then we'll take it to the other side, twisting towards the right, hook the outer left elbow to the outer right knee, and open the chest towards the right. From here, maybe spreading your wings, left fingertips find the earth, right fingertips reach up. And then maybe stepping that left foot back, finding revolved lunge, or making your way into revolved lunge in your own way. Stepping that left foot back, right foot stays as it is. From here, keeping the legs as they are, let's reach that left fingertips forward, right fingertips reach back, hold here if you can. And then on your next inhale, spinning up, rotating the back foot so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. We'll come into warrior two. Deep bend to the front knee. Staying here if you'd like, or on the inhale, reaching the back fingertips back. On your exhale, reaching forward with the front fingertips. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, reaching forward. I think I switched that. One more time. And then coming back to center, let's place our right forearm on right thigh. Inhale, reach those left fingertips up towards the sky. And then maybe reaching the top arm overhead towards the front of the mat, opening the chest. And then on your next exhale, let's plant the palms on either side of the front foot, spinning the back foot, coming into runner's lunge for one breath. And then springing forward, let's find standing splits, reaching the back leg behind you so it's parallel to the earth. And drawing the chest parallel to the earth as well. On your next exhale, release left foot to the earth. Let's find standing forward fold. Once again, it might feel nice to sigh or fluttering the lips. Releasing any tension in and around the eyes. Maybe shaking the head yes and no, releasing the neck. Once you're ready, taking the arms wide, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And then gathering hands together at heart center, pausing here. We'll step the feet wide. So step your left foot back. Both feet are parallel. The outer edges of the feet are parallel to the short edge of the mat. You can place your hands on your hips. Or you can take arms wide here, hug your belly button in, and then gently begin to hinge forward, wide-legged standing forward fold, releasing the fingertips to the earth, bowing the head down. Let's rise up to a flat back, coming up to fingertips maybe, chest is parallel to the earth, and then releasing the head down once again. Knees can be bent here, working towards straight, reaching the sit bones up as you root the feet down. Maybe walking your hands over towards the right foot. We'll place the left hand on the mat below the left shoulder, and then inhale, peeling the chest open towards the front of the mat as the right fingertips reach up towards the sky. You can always tent fingertips here if that gives your body a bit more space. On your next exhale, let's bring right fingertips back down to the mat and walk gently over towards the left leg, placing our right hand beneath right shoulder, and then opening the chest towards the back of the mat. This time, reach those left fingertips up. Once again, feel free to tent fingertips on the lower hand here. Coming back down, let's make our way to center, and then releasing the head one more time down towards the earth, bowing down. On your next in-breath, rising up, we'll walk towards the front of the mat, pivoting the feet. Coming into runner's lunge. So bending deeply into the front leg, which should be your right leg, but if it's your left, no problem. Hips are heavy here. Reach the chest forward. Then lowering the back knee towards the earth. We'll bring the right knee down as well, coming back to tabletop. Tucking toes. Let's sit back on the heels. So if you have knee sensitivity, you can always either untuck the toes here, that might still be a little too intense, and if it is, we're gonna come into camel pose. So you could always come down onto your belly and then take bow pose, clasping the feet, and then inhale, peeling the chest up off the earth. Okay, so whichever variation you're in, we're gonna start out with toes tucked here, a couple breaths. On your next inhale, if you'd like, rising up, drawing the sit bones off the heels. Once again, you can take your hands to your low back, either fingertips up or fingertips facing down. So stacking your hips over your knees, hug belly button in towards your spine and draw your elbows in towards each other. This might be enough for you, and that's great. If you're on your belly, you're going to clasp your shins or your ankles or your feet with your hands, and then inhale, pulling the chest up off the earth, rooting the thighs into the earth. Here, for those of us that are in camel, we're going to inhale, peeling the chest up towards the sky, arching through the upper back, keeping the neck nice and long, so chin slightly tucked in towards the chest. Keep drawing the elbows together here. On your exhale, we'll untuck our toes and sit back on our heels, just resting hands on your thighs. Just sitting with your breath. We'll do one more round. Feel free to skip it if you'd like. This time you can either tuck your toes once again or keep your toes untucked, tops of the feet on the earth. We'll inhale, rising up onto the knees. Taking hands once again to the low back, fingers facing up or down. And then drawing elbows in towards each other. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. And then arching the upper back, drawing the chest upwards, hips reach forward, stacking over the knees. Maybe you release your hands to your heels, catching the heels at the same time, and then arching even further through the spine. On your next inhale, whichever version you're in, rising up, and then gently sitting back on the heels, resting the hands on the thighs. Noticing anything that arises and breathing into it. From here, we'll slide the hands forward, coming back into downward facing dog. Taking your time to get here. We'll inhale that left leg up, and then step it forward, runner's lunge. So bending deeply into the front knee. Fingers can be tented here. Hips are heavy and chest reaches forward. From here, we're going to move into a balance. So if you want to skip it, you can always just sit and watch. But we're going to rise up to high lunge. So hips are still square to the front of the mat. From here, we're going to spring off the back leg, taking our arms beside us, finding airplane wings. Reaching that right leg up, parallel to the earth, as we dip the chest down, parallel to the earth. Reaching back through the right toes, reach the crown of the head forward. And then from here, swinging that right leg forward, we're going to draw the knee in towards the chest as we rise up. Interlacing our hands around the right shin. From here, we'll move into tree pose. Right heel just on the inner line of that right shin. So second variation is placing that right foot on the inner shin. Third variation is placing your right foot on the inner line of the left thigh. A couple hand variations here. You can have your hands in prayer pose. You can keep your hands on your waist. Third variation is to reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe opening the arms. Maybe gaze goes up. And if you fall out, no worries, you can always make your way back in. On your next exhale, releasing arms down, releasing that right foot to the earth. And just pause here. Trying not to create any stories. Just tapping back into your breath. On your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging forward, standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, we're going to step that left foot back. We're going to come up to a lunge, high lunge. And once again, we're going to make our way into Warrior 3 with airplane arms on the other side. So if you want to skip it, feel free to. If you're joining me, we're going to push off that back foot, reaching the back leg up and back, and then taking the arms beside you. Dropping that left hip in line with right. Chest and back leg are parallel to the earth or working towards it. Keeping the jaw soft. And then in your own time, making your way up to stand, we're going to draw that left knee up towards the chest, interlacing the hands around the shin. Enjoying any wobbles here. And then coming into tree pose, whichever the variations. So that left foot can be propped on the earth, or the left foot is on the inner line of the right shin or thigh. Hands can be at heart center, or hands can rest on your waist, on your hips. And then opening that left knee towards the left, really rooting the left foot into the right leg as you root that right leg into the left foot. Maybe reaching the arms up. These are all just suggestions though. Really listen into your body, see where you're at today. Maybe the arms open wide, and maybe the gaze goes up. Maybe it doesn't. On your next exhale, planting that left sole of the foot on the earth, releasing the arms down by your side. Maybe gathering hands together at heart center. Maybe closing your eyes for a couple breaths. We'll take the feet wide. Feet are angled out at a 45-degree angle. And we're gonna lower the hips down, taking a squat here. You can always release your sit bones to the earth if this is too intense on your knees. And then reach arms forward, placing the elbows to the inner knees, opening the knees as you draw hands in towards your chest. If you're taking Malasana yogic squat, feet are rooted into the earth. We'll reach the arms forward and then gathering hands together at heart center as the elbows work to open the knees. Sit bones reach down. Spine stays long. And then releasing the sit bones to the earth. Let's take seated child's pose. So soles of the feet are on the earth, wrapping arms around your legs, resting either your chin or your forehead on your knees. Sending breath into the back body. You can stay here, or if you'd like, we'll extend the legs out in front of you. You can remove any flesh beneath the sit bones. From here, we're going to walk the hands forward. We're going to round through the spine. So same thing we just did in seated child's pose. So allow the feet to sort of stay soft, the legs to stay soft. And we're just going to round and allow gravity to draw the crown of the head down. Sending breath once again into the back body. Lengthening the exhales, allowing the body to soften. And then gently sliding hands towards you as you roll up, coming back up to sit. We'll take butterfly feet, so soles of the feet together, knees open wide. You can have the feet a little bit further away from the body. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to just allow the body to drape as we round the spine, allowing gravity to draw the head down towards the feet. Gently rolling up to sit, moving slowly, and then helping the knees up towards each other, planting the soles of the feet on the earth. We'll slowly roll down our spine, coming to lay on the mat. We'll thread the needle, so placing our right ankle on left thigh. We'll reach through the legs, interlacing fingers either around the left shin or left hamstring. And then drawing the left leg in towards the chest. Pushing that right knee away from you, really breathing into the outer hip on the right side. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the jaw soft. And then let's extend right leg out on the mat. Let's keep that left knee hugging in towards the chest. From here, drawing left knee across the body, finding reclined spinal twist. So your right hand could come to the outer left knee and bring that left knee across the body down towards the right hand side. If this is too intense, you can always stack right knee under left. And then your left arm is perpendicular to your body. Try and maintain contact with the floor with that left shoulder. Coming back to center, let's hug both of our knees in towards the chest. Maybe rocking side to side or drawing circles with the knees, massaging the low back. And then placing right foot on the earth. Let's take that left ankle, placing the left foot on the right thigh for thread the needle, other side. So arms reach through the legs, interlacing around either the right shin or behind the right hamstring. And then pulling that right leg in towards the chest as you send the left knee away from you. Breathing into the outer left hip. Let's release left leg down to the earth, hugging right knee in towards the chest, wind relief pose. And then bringing the right knee across the body down towards the left. Recline spinal twist. Right arm can be perpendicular to the body. And once again, if this is too intense on the low back, you can always stack knees. Left knee stacks under right. Coming back to center, hugging both knees in towards the chest. Last time. And then we'll extend our legs out onto the mat, finding Shavasana, the final rest. Splaying the arms out by your side. Closing down the eyes if that feels good. Letting all the tension release from your body. Body melting into the earth. Wiggling fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into the body. Maybe giving yourself a nice stretch. And then rolling over onto one side. And in your own time, moving slowly, coming up to sit. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. Noticing how you feel in this moment, in this breath. Gathering hands together at heart center.